Oh my God, man. You had it all. You had it all. You had it all. You were doing your thing. You were making music. You were Mexican. You were allowed to say nigga every song that you made. You were touching kids, but nobody said anything, okay? You got through all that just to fuck up like this. Tekashi 6IX9INE is going to be the example for so many artists, and yes, I'm happy that he will be the example for the future, because people in the future at this point are going to just start asking people, hey man, you know, don't start fucking up with their money and everything. You're young, you're popular, you're famous now. Don't get 6IX9INE. That really sounded better in my head before I said it. I should say don't get Tekashi'd, because don't get 6IX9INE is just like,
I know, nigga. Like, what you talking
a
about?
lot of his haters are loving it. A lot of his lovers are hating it. And where am I on it? Told you. No, I didn't predict that he'd just up and, you know, kind of give up the information like that. Because for the myriad of people out there asking, like, why do you all of a sudden plead guilty? He didn't just wake up and decide, oh, yesterday I wasn't feeling so guilty. Today though, I don't know, my conscience is kind of bothering me. I don't remember when the actual end date of this trial was supposed to be. Somebody informed me, because I'm a little hazy on those details, but it was definitely further away from the day. You know, today's current date. It was definitely much further from there. And most people who are trying to strategically play this in a way that doesn't make them come off as a rat or a snitch or someone that's cooperating with law enforcement would at least wait until the day. But Tekashi 6IX9INE jumping the gun, or his legal team jumping the gun, just implies that he made a deal. And the only way you get deals is if you give something in order to get the deal. And the only way that happens is if you give up the information that the people that are prosecuting you want, which means you a fucking snitch. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that Tekashi is saying this guy did this guy did this. He could be giving some names. He could be saying, oh, well, this is where you go here, this is where you go here. But just leading them in the proper direction is you cooperating with law enforcement, which will be 100% confirmed if this dude gets anything under 10 years once his sentencing date comes. You got to remember, this is almost confirmed that he's given up information, because in November of 2018, his legal defense was literally saying that he was innocent of all charges. Now all of a sudden, just 3 months later, I'm guilty of the 9 counts? That makes no sense. What'd you do? His legal defense tried to pass him off as this entertainer that was using this tough exterior to sell records and for entertainment. Bullshit. I guess Tekashi figured, if they're gonna take me for a rat, I'd rather fear for my life in the outside world than in prison. Actually, it's no longer a question if he's going to cooperate, because the New York NBC News is reporting that he will cooperate with federal officials. Court documents say. So it is now written that Daniel Hernandez signed that signature somewhere and said, hey, this is the information I'm giving you in exchange for my plea deal. But for any of those who are wondering, the legacy or career of Tekashi 6IX9INE is over. And I only say that because, let's say everything goes right. The dude gets out during his sentencing, or after his sentencing. The dude is sentenced to, let's say, 3 to 5 years, which is complete bullshit if you didn't take a deal. But let's say he gets out in 3 to 5 years, or anything under a decade, right? Dude gets out. You think he's going to go back to Treyway this, Treyway that, or rapping about anything? No, this dude can never show his face in public again. If this dude gets under 7 years of time, this guy will never be able to show his face anywhere again. I hope they put him in witness protection. I hope they send him off to another country. I hope they put him somewhere that he'll be safe. But what he's doing right now, that social media talk, that bullshit, that rambling off at the mouth, he can't have a career, and he also can't live a normal life. This is why you don't do face tattoos, kids, because, you know, you're too recognizable. Keep a plain face so that if anything ever goes wrong, then you can tattoo your face as a disguise. On a serious note, this dude will not be able to get out of prison in a timely fashion, still be relevant, and still be able to make music while remaining safe. Because I guarantee you this dude is gonna get under 7 years for all these counts, which to me is bullshit, but it's probably gonna happen. You also have to remember that Tekashi can't give up information about himself and his own actions without at the same time giving up information about his partners in 9 Trey or Treyway. Because everything that he did was under the guise or under the name of his gang. He didn't do any of these things as Daniel Hernandez. He did it as a member of Treyway. So if any information he gives up, he's giving them up too. Because the prosecution is gonna ask, wait, you didn't do all this by yourself. All these people were with you and you were all repping Treyway. What'd they do? That's the only way he's getting a plea. Because if he just gives up the information about himself, they could just book him. They could just send him in. They don't need to do anything else. But it's bigger than Tekashi. It's about the whole gang. They want to get everyone that they can get, which includes him giving up information about them while at the same time giving up information about himself. I would assume that everything Tekashi did in that gang was a way to level himself up, as a way to go up the leadership or go up the totem pole. I think for 9 counts, the very minimum that he can get is somewhere around 40 or so years. But the way the prosecution puts their hands on shit, they kind of do it in a way that, you know, or they just ask the judge for like way less time, and that will give him more motivation or more incentive to, you know, keep talking and giving up even more information than he is right now. So it could be even less time than what they might be considering already. But yeah, it looks like Tekashi is pleading guilty. And it also looks like this dude will not be able to have a successful rap career coming out of prison once his sentence is complete. Because there's no way they're going to be okay, his gang, I mean, there's no way they're going to be okay with him receiving a light sentence, getting out before pretty much everyone else, and then going to have a successful rap career and not wanting to kill this man. And again, you have to keep in consideration, even if this man doesn't keep a successful rap career, which is bad for his overall dream or his want to have money, you have to think if he tries to live a regular life, he's going to have a complete makeover or be in a witness protection program and be sent off somewhere completely different. Either way, we will not be hearing from Tekashi 6ix9ine as a rapper. And if we do, it won't be for a long time, because Treyway is going to make sure this dude, or we won't hear from him in the sense that he's just going to go completely under the radar and live a normal life. But again, that's after the sentencing, and that'll be probably sometime within the next year. But yeah, if you want to take a course on how to kill your rap career 101, look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, because he's the best example of that I've seen in the last 10 years. Not even Bobby Shmurda was in this position. I don't really feel bad for him, but like I said, I don't want anyone to die, so I empathize, and I hope he's mentally stable. But if you're going to involve yourself in these things, know what you're getting yourself into, and when the shit hits the fan, don't decide to snitch or rat out, even if you're afraid of death. That's the position you've put yourself in. But that's been me. That's been real. That's all I got to say. Tekashi 6ix9ine pled guilty. 9 counts. Go look him up yourself. And yeah, that's it. Treyway.